I'm here in Lerwick in the Shetland Islands, home port for a number of Scottish pelagic fishing vessels. Together with those in Fraserburgh and Peterhead, these vessels fish for pelagic species, including herring, mackerel and blue whiting. Since 2018, the Scottish pelagic fishing industry has been partnering with Shetland UHI and the Marine Directorate of Scottish Government on an innovative new data collection programme.
It's really important to have good data upon which to base the stock assessments of pelagic fish. And we identified that there's a need or the possibility to make continuous improvements in the data collected on pelagic fish. And at the same time, it's a perfect opportunity to involve the industry in providing that information.
It's important that we take this data and use it to help stock assessments, which of course helps the sustainability of our fishing in Scottish waters, which will go on to benefit all of us.
Sustainability is very important to us. We're a family-owned business, so I'm a fourth generation fisherman. So maybe one day there'll be more members of the family joining. Also, just the area we work in, we need everything to be as best and environmentally friendly as possible and sustainable. It's also very important for the local community because it's predominantly a fishing-based community up here in the northeast.
The Scottish Pelagic Industry Science Programme, it involves fishermen on pelagic vessels collecting data on pelagic fish, such as length and weight information, and also collecting frozen samples that are taken back to laboratories for further analysis of biological information. And that information is used as the basis behind stock assessments of both herring and mackerel and blue whiting in the North Atlantic.
Working with the fishing industry has improved how we sample the catch. Being able to randomly sample the full activity of the fishery means that we collect really representative data. And this is key because we use the data to understand the age structure of the whole catch. And this feeds into assessments of the condition of the stocks and their ability to replenish their numbers year to year.
So we get the fishing board, we take our first sample and then we place the mackerel onto the ruler. We get a measurement, so this one is 380, and then we also get the weight at the same time, 420. So we enter in 380, check that the 420 is on the scales too. Okay, are we happy with the weight and length? Yes, then okay again. And then the fish goes in the basket. That's it.
So we get the frozen samples in from the vessels and we bring them to the lab and defrost them. Once they're defrosted, we process the samples and we get the length of the fish to the nearest half centimetre, the weight, the sex, the maturity, and we remove the otolith of the fish, which is the bone in the ear of the fish. And these have age rings in, so every year a ring grows. And we count the number of rings, and that's the age of the fish, and this is used to assess the population of the stock.
What the self-sampling programme has done, in essence, has brought the fishermen who have been very keen in this project much closer to the science, but it's also taken the scientists much closer to the industry, so there's a much closer relationship developed.
The strength of these schemes is the incredibly strong buy-in from industry. It is providing scientists working in Scottish Government's Marine Directorate and ultimately stock assessors working with ICES with much greater resolution of catch data than we've ever been able to use before. The close integrated working between scientists and industry is not only strengthening the evidence base for fisheries management, but it's improving our understanding of the health of these pelagic fish stocks and ultimately the state of Scotland's marine ecosystems.